How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. Hey, look, you're already on Patreon, so you probably know this is Manatee Gaming. I'm just really in the habit of starting a video like that, probably because I've been doing it for over a year now. Anyway, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a brand new money-making method. So this money-making method is actually one of my favorite money-making methods, legitimately, because I've been doing this money-making method for a very long time, actually. This is the money-making method that I did when I was trying to build up more wealth on my account while also being like semi-AFK. It's also very different. Not a lot of people do this one. This is a pretty unknown method, I would have to say. And you'll see by the prices and everything too. Also, I just want to make a quick note real quick. And if you're watching this video, say this video is very old, this is kind of irrelevant, but anyway, we're going to be having a complete rework of our money-making methods coming up here right after this video, as well as a bunch more money-making videos coming out here soon. So keep an eye on the money-making list. It's going to be changing and updating and adding new things in there too. So right here, guys, this money-making method, I'm going to go get into it right now. It's going to be stringing jewelry. So not a lot of people, like I said, know that this method is actually good. So we'll go ahead and look in the Grand Exchange right here, and you'll quickly realize what I'm talking about. So I did buy some ruby amulets right here, $11.70 each, and I was able to sell a ruby amulet for $27.04. You can definitely sell them in more than just one. I just threw in there one just to show you guys they do sell. Also, they do commonly sell for far over the Grand Exchange average. So before I get too much into this video, I want to really emphasize how important it is that this money-making method right here is not a fast money-making method as far as you're going to buy them real quick, you're going to sell them real quick, you're going to buy them real quick, you're going to sell them real quick. That's not what this method is about. This method is about having a lot of patience, and this method will build up a lot of wealth over time rather quickly after you actually get it going, and I'll explain more about that. But you need to understand that this is not one you can rush. You need to go slowly with this money-making method and be patient with this money-making method. Another big reason why you got to be patient is because these amulets, so you're going to be buying amulets, unstrung amulets, and then you're going to be stringing them with the stringing spell. Now you could just string them without using the spell if you want to, but it is not as AFK. So you know there is a couple different options for that. So right here though, when you buy these guys only have a 100 buy limit or something like it's. I'm pretty sure it is a 100 buy limit. It's very low. It is very low. Actually, I'll go ahead and I'll buy some Dragonstone amulets. Let's see how many we get. I just want to double check and make sure. Okay, so it's actually 500. So it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, it's 500. I've corrected myself. I apologize. I wanted to make sure I double checked that. So it's not as bad as we just now thought. So you can buy 500 amulets for every 4 hours. So if you have multiple accounts, if you have alts and whatnot, it's going to be definitely something you're going to want to look into is like having your alts. This is also going to be a really great method for your alt, but it's going to also require some progress on your alt as well. I'll get more into that. Let me explain to you guys the actual method, the calculations behind it, and everything like that. So as we look right here, we're going to look at ruby amulets. We buy them for $11.70 and they string for $27.04. If you go and you buy if you want to string them yourself without using I need not thread. I need wool. I need ball of wool. There. So if you want to string these yourself, as you see right there, it's actually $9.54. It's going to be much more expensive to actually string these manually. We'll just go ahead and say it is $9.54. Stringing them with the actual string is a little bit quicker. You're probably going to be able to make, I don't know, maybe twice as many amulets. So you might be able to get a little bit more money per hour if you actually buy the string itself. But for this method, my recommendation, guys, is to use the magic spell. You're going to have astral runes and then a mud staff. You can also use that elemental staff that comes with multiple runes, but the mud staff is great. Also looks really cool too. There's actually quite a bit of parts to this method, so I'm going to try to like stay in one line here and try to explain everything. So in order to cast this, you're going to need 2 astral runes. Astral runes currently in the GE are $3.72, but you can actually buy them for less. If you're more patient, you can buy them for quite a bit less. You can buy 25,000 astral runes in 1 4-hour period. So if you want to, you can rush buy 25,000 to get yourself going, and then you can slow buy the rest of them for a lower price. you're going to have your level 80 mage. So you have to have level 80 mage. You also have to have lunar spells unlocked and the ability to do string jewelry. So that right there is going to be your main requirement. As soon as you have level 80 mage, as soon as you have your string jewelry unlocked, then you're going to be free to go. Which means that, like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time to level up your alt if you're going to do this on an alt. But it's well worth it though, because the EXP hour is actually really decent. If you're wearing the artisan's if you're wearing the artisan's set or suit is kind of what I was trying to say there. You can get a crafting bonus. If you are have an avatar near you, you can get a bonus from that as well. You'll be able to get upwards of 180 to 190,000 EXP total per hour, which is really not bad at all. Especially if you're trying to build up an alt. If you would like to get a 200 million magic alt, then this is a great way to do it. So that's really a really good option there. So in order to do this, guys, actually, no, before I get into the actual method, let me go back to the prices here to show the rest of them. So in order to get to the Astral Runes, it's going to cost you roughly 700 for the 2 Astral Runes. So you just add 700 each one of these prices. So Ruby Amulets at 1170 currently would be 1870 total price and 2704 to sell. So that means your 2704 minus 18. Nope. Oh my God. 2704 minus 1870. Those are going to make you 834 gold profit each. And then you are able to make about 2,000. You can make a little bit over 2,000 if you're just like hardcore on it, but about 2,000 is going to be the average. So you make almost 1.7 million per hour by doing ruby amulets. Now other ones have higher margins though. As you see right there, the diamond necklaces that sold for $37.69 and bought for $21.60. Let's look at that price real quick. So we got $21.60. So it's going to be $28.60. So $28.60 is your total cost. So we're going to do $37.69 minus $28.60. And that one's 909, which means 1.8 million, a little bit over 1.8 million per hour is how much you're going to make on the diamond amulets. And then the Dragonstone amulets, now these are kind of like the breadwinners. These are the ones that make the most money. So if we look over here to how much it just instantly sold for, it sold for $90.25. Now I can tell you guys from a vast experience, and also the Dragonstone ones are the best ones to do. These are the ones that I mostly do. So if the first 2 numbers are kind of like, you know, it's okay, it's not terrible, it's okay, you know, maybe, you know, for AFK on my alt, it could be okay money, you know, with decent XP. But these are really where you make the big money. So you can actually commonly buy these Dragonstone amulets for as low as 7,500 to 8,000 each. The current instant sell right now is 90.25. But you can almost always buy them for less than this. This is just kind of what they're currently at. Also, because of Double Experience Weekend slowly creeping up on us, the price of Dragonstones and Dragonstone amulets is slowly rising. So when Double Experience ends, or during Double Experience, you'll be able to buy these amulets for like 6,000 gold each. So there's a ton of money to be made there. But if we go by our current prices, guys, just our current prices, as you can see right here, I have been selling these. 413 of them sold so far at 14,000 each. So if we do 14,000, and we'll just go by current prices, just show you guys the current prices, which is about 9,600. That's 4,400 profit each, which means 8.8 million per hour. So I always get these people that are like, I'm trying to find a 10 million per hour method. This method right here, guys, with your preparation time. So if you are preparing for it, which means you're buying up your amulets, and then, you know, like stocking up for it, which means you can do other money-making methods while you stock these, which is a great idea, by the way. You will be able to make 8.8 million per hour, even with the Dragonstone amulets being a bit higher than they usually are. Another thing that I can say, too, is that this is just a price that I was currently selling them at. You can sometimes sell them for more than this. I have been able to sell them for up to 15,000 each, or 15 to 16. I'm pretty sure that 16,000 is the highest I've ever gotten for them. But you can sell them for 15 to 16,000 each. So if you were going to do, let's say you were going to do the most optimal pricing. Let's say you're going to be just doing the most optimal prices. You got the best prices that are possible. So we'll have 16,000 as our sale. Remember how I said that you can buy these Dragonstone amulets for like 6,000 during double XP and right after double XP, which is a wonderful time to stock up for them. Now we're going to take 6,700 because that's your cost with the Astral Runes. It comes to 9,300. Now we'll take that times 2. 18.6 million gold per hour is how much money you could be making if you buy these and sell these at the optimum prices. So right now you're looking at most likely like 8.8 million per hour, but if you prepare for this method in the future at the right times, you can get a lot of money. Also, the diamonds and the ruby amulets are also things that you can buy for less than these prices slowly. You can also buy them for less than those prices during double XP. You could also try selling these amulets for higher. So those 1.6 million and 1.8 million per hour rates can also be increased as well. That makes this money-making method anywhere from 8.8 million per hour all the way up to like 18.6 million per hour. So you're looking at 8.8 to 18.6 million per hour. Now, I'm not going to put that in the title of this video or whatever, just because of the fact that, like I just explained, there's a lot of situational stuff. But what I can tell you guys that if you're very patient with this one will make you a lot of money. This is the one that I recommend just like put the buy offers in and just let it hang out. So let me go more into the method itself. Let me explain a little bit more into like some tactics for doing the method itself. So you can bank stand with this one. So if you have the flip mastery, it's going to be a great option to do while you're doing flip mastery, because you can simply sit here and just have your string jewelry, everything set up right here. So you can just go ahead and do it while you're flipping. It's actually a really great thing to do while flipping, because you'll be making pretty good money. Actually exceptionally good money if you buy them at the right prices. Something else to keep in mind though, I'm currently on legacy mode, but if you go over here and you are on revolution or something like that, if you're just not on legacy, basically, what you can do is you can actually drag your string jewelry spell. So you got your string jewelry, just drag that over to a keybind. So that I've got it on the keybind. Now, while that's on the keybind, what you can do is, let's see, I gotta grab some more of these, so I'm gonna grab some more diamonds. Okay, so now while it's keybound, I can simply have a preset in my bank, so that my bank, let's say my preset for my bank is number 1, then what I can do is I can just bank real quickly with my preset, get this all loaded up, and then just hit number 3, and then there you go. It's, effortless. It's extremely easy to do. This does give you a little bit of crafting experience, but in all honesty, the crafting experience is kind of negligible. It doesn't give you hardly any. Even if you're wearing the artisan suit along with the avatar boost and everything like that, you're going to be getting very low crafting experience. You'll be getting about 90 EXP with all your boosts for magic, but somewhere between 4 and 7 EXP for each one for your crafting. So it's really it's really nothing special for the crafting itself. Also, all it takes is one click, guys, and you'll be able to do your entire inventory. It takes about 47 seconds to do your entire inventory of 27 amulets, which gives you actually some decent AFK-able time. So that makes it so you're able to do it on an alt while you're still training on your main account if you want to do that. So it's honestly, it's a very flexible method. I've actually been doing this method for a very long time, as I said. I've not chosen to share this method for a little while, but with the fact that this is our we haven't had a brand new money making method in a little like it's been over a week since we had a new money making method, and then with the whole the whole aspect of us going in and redoing, like updating the money making methods and everything, I decided to go ahead and bring forward like a really awesome money making method that I really personally enjoy. So this is kind of like it is a really big gift to you guys, because now everybody on Patreon is going to be able to give this method as well. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy this method. If you have any questions about this method, please feel free to message me. I would love to answer any questions you have about this method and to be able to help it go a little quicker for you guys. So if you have any questions, then feel free to let me know. Also, one last thing, let me mention one last thing. If you buy cut dragonstones, by the way, or you buy uncut dragonstones, if you would like to get free gem cutting, then this method is actually able to do free gem cutting. Because if you look at your prices and everything like that, let's go back over the Grand Exchange real quick. If we're over here and we see that our dragonstone amulets are selling for 14,000 each, and we look at dragonstone, So we've got these uncut dragonstones are 12.1 right now. So if we have 12.1 for our uncut dragonstones, that means you can cut the dragonstone, which is going to cost you 12. Well, your original cost of 12,128. If you take this number right here and add your gold bar and add your astral runes to it, that brings it up to roughly 13,200 or so. 13,200 is still less than what I'm currently selling these amulets for, which means that you could essentially get free 99 crafting, 120, 200 million crafting, whatever you want to, while cutting gems for all of these amulets and everything like that. So it's a really wonderful way for you guys to you know, just to make that crafting extremely cheap. And so I hope this method also helps you guys to, you know, get your crafting levels up too. Also, if you make your own amulets and get all that extra crafting experience, you're going to get the crafting experience for cutting the gem. You're also going to get the crafting experience for making the amulet. And then that will help you to bypass that time limit. So, you know, you can only buy the 500 of the amulets per 4 hours. Well, if you're making your own amulets, now you can get thousands every 4 hours. So that's another way for you guys to just improve the way it goes. Another great strategy that you guys can do, and you know, I can see myself making this as an update video, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. What you can do is on your main account, you can cut gems, and then you can transfer them over to your alt, where your alt is making the amulets or just, you know, stringing the jewelry. So you can kind of combine the two accounts together to make it so that it's just a factory of EXP and cash. So this is something that's highly overlooked by people, and I don't think people really realize how awesome it is to really be able to do this. I mean, for example, if you look here, I've got almost 75 million crafting now, and I'm probably going to end up, you know, transferring a lot of those cut gems and everything that I've got, because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I've got my, yeah, there's 151,000 cut dragonstones right here. You know, if we look at this real quick, let's see, we look at this real quick. According to GE values, that's 1.4 billion almost. It's like 1 and 3.5 billion. So this right here, though, can just easily be transferred over to my alt, and then my alt can craft these. You know, get. I mean, I can knock out 99 crafting on my alt. I can knock it out almost 120 crafting on my alt. It's just a really flexible method, and it's just had a lot of abilities to do with this method. There's, like, you know, there's a lot of different things you can do with it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great one.